Alright, y'all, what is up? Welcome into another day of Nick's Picks for MLB Daily. Hope you guys are enjoying this so far. Yesterday, we did not do too good, going 6-7, bringing our total record to 887 and 623. The last 3 days, we've gone 21 and 23. That hasn't been good. Hopefully, we can have a big day today. Let's hop into today's picks. Alright, getting things started today, we have the Detroit Tigers taking on the Cleveland Guardians. The Guardians, they're slipping. There's no doubt about it. They are 3-7 in their last 10 games, and they just lost to Tarek Skubal and the Tigers yesterday, big 8-2. I will be taking the Detroit Tigers again. Xavier Curry's on the mound for the Cleveland Guardians. He's been shaky all season. He's 0-2 with a 5.9 ERA against Jack Flaherty, who has just been one of the best pitchers since the beginning of June. And I will be taking the Detroit Tigers because Jack Flaherty's on the mound for today. Next game, we have the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Paul Skeens is on the mound for the Pittsburgh Pirates against Lance Lynn for the St. Louis Cardinals. I will be taking the Pittsburgh Pirates. Paul Skeens is just an absolute dog. He's 6-0 with a 1.9 ERA. They haven't lost a start. The Pirates haven't lost any of Paul Skeens' starts. I think that streak continues and a Pirates win today. Next game, the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Miami Marlins. Albert Suarez is on the mound for the Baltimore Orioles. He's been shaky lately against Yuri Perez, who is a stud, but he has command issues. I will be taking the Baltimore Orioles. I just think they are the stronger team. I think the pitching matchup is very, very even. I think both pitchers will do really good today, but I think the Orioles are just a stronger team. They have a stronger bullpen. And yeah, for that, I will be taking the Baltimore Orioles today. All right, next game, we have the San Diego Padres taking on the Washington Nationals. I will be taking the Washington Nationals as my underdog pick of the day today. The matchup is Randy Vasquez against Mitchell Parker. I know Mitchell Parker hasn't been all that good. His last start, he gave 6 runs to the Cardinals. I think he bounces back, though. I think the Padres' offense has been scuffling a little bit. They are still winning ball games. It's because of their pitching. And I think Randy Vasquez has been the lone dark spot in their rotation. And he is pitching today against a very, very lefty-heavy Nationals lineup. And for that reason, I will be taking the Washington Nationals to grab a win today. Subway Series game between the Mets and the Yankees. Jose Quintana versus Luis Gil. I will be taking the New York Yankees. Sadly, Luis Gil has been absolutely disgusting. He throws a 95 changeup. That's how you know that he's freaking good. And Jose Quintana, I don't know what's going on with him. I mean, that 8-inning shutout against the Cardinals, but since then it's been bad starts and they'll have a good start. But I will be taking the New York Yankees still today to grab a win in the first game of the Subway Series. Next game, we have the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. We have Jose Barrios. I mean, he is just kind of falling off a little bit. He was like one of the top-rated pitchers in April. He had a great April, had a great May, but since June, he's just not been all that good for the Toronto Blue Jays. I think he will win the Toronto Blue Jays this game today against the Tampa Bay Rays because if you look at it, Sean Armstrong on the mound today, he is 2-2 with a 5.9 ERA. Does not signal success for the Tampa Bay Rays today, and the Blue Jays grab a win. Next game, we have the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Atlanta Braves. I made a horrible take yesterday about Reynaldo Lopez throwing a complete game. I was dead wrong, and the Braves, the Reds were able to grab a win, but I think that ends today. I think Chris Sale might win the Cy Young this year. He's been very good, 13-3, 2.7 ERA. As soon as he leaves Boston, guys, he's just really good. But yeah, regardless, though, I will be taking the Atlanta Braves to bounce back and grab a win today. All right, next game, we have the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Minnesota Twins. I mean, Minnesota, they grabbed an awesome win. I called it. I said Bailey over on the mound. He's been so good lately. I think the Twins grab a win, and I was spot on with that. I do think the Phillies bounce back today. Zach Wheeler, I mean, there's no discussion. It's between him and Chris Sale for the Cy Young this season. I think it will go to Zach Wheeler. But, yeah, regardless, though, Zach Wheeler is on the mound for the Phillies. He has been awesome. They've won his past 6 starts. And Semyon Woods Richardson, I don't know what's going on with him. He had a great start to this season, but then from there he's kind of fallen off. But then he's back. Like, I don't know which one. But for that reason, I will be taking the Philadelphia Phillies to bounce back today. Next game on the schedule, we have the Chicago White Sox taking on the Texas Rangers. Garrett Crochet, I mean, he's going to get dealt at the deadline. There's no doubt about it. Where does he go? Well, we can figure that out eventually. But yeah, Garrett Crochet on the mound, 6-6, 3.02 ERA this season, yeah, he's been good. He had a 5 ERA in May, but then since then he has been disgusting. And then John Gray, 4-4, 3.9. He's been a solid clog in the Texas Rangers rotation this whole season. And I think that the Rangers win again today. It's not even the pitching. I think the pitching matchup actually favors the White Sox today. It's just a matter of who has the better offense. That is the Texas Rangers. I think they grab another win today. Next game, we have the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Chicago Cubs. Colin Rea on the mound against Jameson Taillon. Cubs grabbed a big win yesterday against the Brewers, and I think they make it 2 straight. Colin Rea, they've lost his last 5 starts, I think it is. Yeah, they've lost his last 5 starts. And Jameson Taillon, I mean, he's been lights out lately. 3.1 ERA is definitely going to cut it. And yeah, I will be taking the Chicago Cubs for that reason. Next game will be the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Kansas City Royals. The Royals are red hot. I think this is actually going to be my lock of the day right here. The Royals are red hot. Bobby Witt is 12 for 15 in the second half of the season. Jordan Montgomery has been horrible. 6-5, 6.4 ERA against Alec Marsh, who hasn't been good himself. But the Royals are a red hot team right now. They make it 2 straight against the Arizona Diamondbacks, and 5 straight wins coming off the second half. Next game, we have my favorite team, the Boston Red Sox, taking on the Colorado Rockies. Rockies win, dude. I hate to pick against my own team, but it's been the Red Sox bullpen. That's why they've lost 4 straight games. I think if the bullpen even gives up just 1 run, maybe even 2, they win 3 out of these 4 games coming off the second half. But instead, they've lost 4 straight. They can't close out a game to save their life. And I think that will come back to haunt them in another Colorado Rockies win today. Cooper Criswell on the mound for the Red Sox. I think he'll be good. Ty Black has just been not good this season, but the Rockies are rolling. That walk-off win will definitely play in their favor. I think the Rockies win off of that. All right, last 3 games of the day. First one, the Houston Astros taking on the Oakland Athletics. What happened to the Astros yesterday? They got shut out by the A's pitching staff. I don't even know who was pitching. It was Hogan Harris, who threw 7 shutout innings, and then the bullpen locked it down. Good for the A's. They're not going to repeat that. We all know the Astros are still red hot despite just having a bad day. And yeah, that's all I got to say about this one. Astros win. Next game, we have the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Seattle Mariners. Jose Soriano's on the mound for the Angels. He has been actually pretty good this season, I got to be honest. He has definitely been all right. But Logan Gilbert has been so much better. He's on my fantasy team. He's a first-ranked pitcher on ESPN. And for that reason, I will be taking the Seattle Mariners because of Logan Gilbert. Last game of the day, we have the San Francisco Giants taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Jordan Hicks, I think he's going to hit an absolute wall the second half of the season. He's been leaving pitches low. Hitters have came up with a great game plan for Jordan Hicks, and dude, the Dodgers offense has just been able to get it done lately against starters like Jordan Hicks, and I think this will play right into a Dodgers win. That will do it for this one, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, make sure you go check out my Instagram at Big4 Sports Podcast. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.